This giant anti-missile laser could save the planet from war. Do you feel like you're a character in a science fiction movie? Because that's the impression that this statement gives. Are you familiar with the Iron Dome, the Israeli anti-missile defense system? On aTech, we've decided to tell you more about it. For many years, the Iron Dome has proven its effectiveness. However, today, this technological marvel seems to be reaching its limits. This is why the Iron Beam has come into being. It serves as a complement to the Iron Dome as part of Israel's defense. Indeed, this giant anti-missile laser is very much part of our reality. It even leads to a reduction in the country's air defense costs. Moreover, the Iron Beam has remarkable features, but above all, it is a precise system. Despite its particularly powerful beam, certain flaws persist and undermine its effectiveness. Do laser cannons really have a place in the real world? The Iron Dome is also known commonly as the Iron Lady and the Israel Air Defense Shield. This Iron Dome is capable of intercepting rockets, shells, missiles, or unguided drones. But how exactly does such a system work? This air defense system was developed by the Israeli company Rafael in collaboration with the United States. The program was launched in 2007 with the aim of intercepting rockets from southern Lebanon or the Gaza Strip. Tests began in 2008. In 2011, the first battery was installed near Beersheba, a city located 40 kilometers from the Gaza Strip. Since then, Israel has installed more than a dozen of these batteries near the most targeted cities. This corresponds to more than 1,000 engaged missiles. The Iron Dome is capable of protecting an area of about 150 square kilometers. This shield consists of three components: a three-dimensional electronically scanned radar, a digital battle management system, and a mobile battery of interceptor missile launchers. The ELM-2084 radar can locate launches within a range of 4 to 70 kilometers and track 200 targets per minute. In addition, the Battle Management and Weapon Control System is a computer program that identifies the type of projectile, calculates its speed and trajectory. This allows precise targeting and the destruction of only the rockets that are likely to hit populated areas. As soon as the alert is sent by the radar and the data is transmitted by the computer system, the missile launcher activates combat mode. The battery of 15 to 20 munitions is installed on the platform of a truck to adapt to the most suitable position and to be able to change it quickly. Subsequently, the missile launcher projects Tamir interceptors equipped with electro-optical sensors to lock onto the target and intercept the rocket in flight, quite simply. Over time, the Iron Dome has proven its effectiveness. Israeli authorities claim that this technology has achieved a success rate of 90%. However, according to Jean-Luc Samoan, a principal researcher at the Middle East Institute of the University of Singapore, the effectiveness of the Iron Dome is very controversial. But what exactly does the interception rate announced by the Israeli government mean? As you've probably understood, the Iron Dome only intercepts or destroys rockets considered dangerous for populated urban areas. Indeed, if a rocket were fired from Gaza toward an unpopulated area of Israel, the Iron Dome would not be activated. Therefore, it is difficult to assert that the system is 90% effective. Moreover, in financial terms, maintaining the operational capability of the Iron Dome has a cost, and it's not a small one. Indeed, a single Tamir interceptor missile costs around $50,000. Initially, the funding for the Iron Dome was provided by Israel, but due to the high cost of the system, the country was forced to seek assistance from the United States. The latter is said to have contributed up to $3 billion to the project. The Israeli Iron Dome is thus a technological marvel, but it has certain limitations. Yet it has long been a source of pride for the Israeli government. Indeed, it is synonymous with both the technological and military superiority of the Hebrew state over its neighbors. Thus, it is deployed during every attack against Israel. Specifically, during a rocket launch, the system analyzes the curve, size, and speed of the object. If the rocket's trajectory threatens a populated area, an Iron Dome battery propels a surface-to-air missile in its direction. The latter explodes once it reaches the vicinity of the target. The rocket is thus neutralized. If the rocket is not considered threatening, it is not intercepted. The Iron Dome is therefore considered infallible. However, during the October 2023 attack by Hamas, it seems that the system showed some flaws. This attack targeted a rave party in the Negev desert. Faced with thousands of rockets fired at Israeli territory, the terrorist group is said to have overwhelmed the shield, preventing it from providing complete protection. As a result, several hundred unguided munitions slipped through the cracks. Certainly, without the Iron Dome, the rain of missiles would have undoubtedly caused many more casualties. According to the manufacturer, the system is capable of intercepting up to 200 missiles per minute. However, the terrorist group claimed to have fired more than 5,000 rockets towards Israel in just 25 minutes. This equates to 250 missiles per minute. The Iron Dome was thus quickly overwhelmed. Moreover, it is unable to detect low-altitude missiles and therefore cannot neutralize them. It is most likely for these reasons that Israel decided to invest in the Iron Beam. The Iron Beam perfectly complements the Iron Dome in protecting the country from aerial attacks. This anti-aircraft laser is reportedly being integrated into the Israeli military to bolster its defense capability against Hamas rockets and other adversaries. Regardless, between rumor and reality, the Iron Beam is generating a lot of buzz, especially on social media, and rumors are rampant. As the anti-aircraft laser gains prominence, fake accounts are multiplying on X. An account named Israel Mossad, followed by over 100,000 people, notably impersonated the Israeli intelligence service. Indeed, the video it published, supposedly showing images of the Iron Beam, is actually from Arma 3. It is true that this futuristic war game is particularly realistic. The photos of the cannon are also from the tests conducted in 2022 by the Israeli army with Rafael. Since last October, the Czech company Bohemia has warned that its game is being used to fuel disinformation sites. These videos are therefore wrongly used as images of real conflicts. They can quickly go viral and are widely shared on social media. Mainstream media or government institutions can also fall into the trap. Despite the fact that the videos posted on social media often come from the virtual world, the Iron Beam is still very real. Rafael is one of Israel's main defense contractors, and it was in March 2022 that the Iron Beam process was completed. However, the Israelis are not the only ones working on laser weapons. Clias, a subsidiary of Arion, has created the Helma P, a laser weapon capable of destroying drones at a distance of 1 kilometer. The tests conducted by the General Directorate of Armament, more commonly known as DGA, quickly demonstrated the effectiveness of this device. Eventually, Helma should be able to neutralize rockets, artillery fire, and mortar shells. Available in both portable and fixed versions, this equipment is already very useful to certain units of the French army. They are mainly responsible for securing large gatherings in France. This notably included the Olympic Games, which just took place this summer 2024 in Paris. Of course, the goal is not to replace the current defense system. The aim is to make Israel's defense the most effective in the world. Indeed, the Iron Dome, coupled with this new technology, could approach perfection. Moreover, the use of this giant anti-missile laser would be much more cost-effective. It should allow for a significant reduction in the number of missiles fired and therefore their cost. Thus, a laser shot should only cost the Israeli army around $2,000, especially since the Iron Beam is a true innovative gem. As you've probably gathered, the Iron Beam is an innovative laser system, invisible to the naked eye and with remarkable features. The goal is to shoot down rockets missed by the Iron Dome's missiles using the laser. In anti-missile defense, everything happens very quickly. It requires an almost real-time reaction. However, it is not a question of replacing humans with machines. Even today, surface-to-air defense systems still have a human decision-making stage. Artificial intelligence does not yet have a real place in defense. The Iron Beam is a very precise system, but only when combined with the Iron Dome and human intelligence. First of all, the Iron Beam's beam is particularly powerful. It is a 100 kilowatt laser beam. This technology has been in development for several years, as it was already presented to the public in 2014. During a test conducted in 2021, the Iron Beam was able to destroy several drones within a limited range of 1 kilometer. In 2024, it is expected to have a range of over 20 kilometers. Certainly, this system is considered a major technological breakthrough. Indeed, laser weapons are particularly well suited to so-called asymmetric conflicts. These involve a large number of drones and projectiles, as they can fire an unlimited amount of rounds. Similar projects have been sought after for a long time and in many countries, but it is the Iron Beam that takes the lead in this field. However, it still presents certain flaws, and the system's effectiveness has its limits. The main issue is the laser's range under certain weather conditions. The performance of the Iron Beam could be significantly reduced in the presence of clouds, fog, or heavy rain. Additionally, the system may require a more powerful laser to intercept more sophisticated and faster missiles. The Iron Dome no longer seems effective enough to ensure Israeli anti-missile defense. Indeed, this technological feat has certain limits. This is why the Iron Beam was born. A giant anti-missile laser is the perfect complement to ensure an extremely powerful defense. In addition, this meticulous system significantly reduces the cost of anti-aircraft defense for the country. Can the Iron Beam really save the planet from war? We can only hope so.